The brand new E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye is upon us. But A, is it good? And B, who made it? Let's find out.
I'm your drinking buddy.
All right, drinking buddies. So, is this the best whiskey of 2022? A little whiskey humor there, because this whiskey was supposed to come out in 2022. In fact, the bottle says 22 in the laser code, not 24. So that means that they bottled this 2 years ago and sat on it. I wonder why. It's already going for about $1,000 on secondary, despite the fact that most reviewers are saying it's nowhere near as good as Thomas Handy, which goes for less. But we have to ask ourselves, who made it? Because we know that this product right here is not made by Buffalo Trace. So if Colonel E.H. Taylor Straight Rye is not made by Buffalo Trace, why would the E.H. Taylor Straight Rye barrel proof be made by Buffalo Trace? Let me explain. So every bottled and bond whiskey, which this is, has to list its DSP number on it. It lists DSP KY113, which is the DSP for Buffalo Trace. DSP KY113. And that is the brand name. So that has to be on the bottle. Next comes any other distilleries. And to be bottled and bond bourbon, or bottled and bond anything, you have to list, you have to be from one distillery. So it can't be a blend of the two. This was all made at one distillery. And why would they put DSP KY12 on here unless it was made at Barton? So some internet sleuths a while back figured out that E.H. Taylor Straight Rye isn't Buffalo Trace juice, it's Barton juice. And that makes this whiskey more similar to something like Calumet 16 or Prideful Goat 15 or Sam Houston 15 than it does to Sazerac Rye, Thomas Handy, or even E.H. Taylor Small Batch. What does this mean? I don't think this is Buffalo Trace juice, and everyone went crazy for it. Let's find out if it's good, though, because that's the most important thing. If it's good, who cares who made it? Very herbal nose, very appley. Herbs and apples. Cinnamon sugar, kind of fall vibes going on here, like cinnamon fall apples, but also just like a lot of herbs, which is not what you get off of Thomas Handy or Sazerac Rye or Saz 18. It is kind of crazy that Buffalo Trace, this huge company with some of the most sought after whiskeys in the world, only makes 4 ryes until this. When they don't make this. They only make 4 ryes because they only make Sazerac Rye, Van Winkle Rye, Sazerac 18, and Thomas H. Handy. Am I missing any? Do you tell me in the comments? Oh, Buffalo Trace Kosher Straight Rye. But all those are the same mash bill. All the ones I just mentioned are the same mash bill. I remember being on the tour at Buffalo Trace, and the tour guide said, we make 4 mash bills here. And I said, wait a minute, there's 5. And he said, no, we make 4 mash bills here. And I said, but there's 5. And he said, no, we make 4 mash bills here. And I go, well, what about the E.H. Taylor Straight Rye? And he's like, no, that's just the standard rye mash bill. And I go, hold on. It's not, though, because the website says that it's a different mash bill, that it's a high rye mash bill. I believe to be 95.5, not to be confused with the 95.5 out of Indiana or the 95.5 out of New Riff. This is Buffalo Trace 95.5. And he's like, oh, yeah, forgot about that one. He basically confirmed that they don't make that one there. And we know that they don't make that one there because the bottle tells us they don't make that one there. Sorry, tangents aplenty here for this one. There's a nice red licorice thing that I get off of these guys. So that does tell me that it could be these guys. But it is more herbal, more spicy than I normally get off of Buffalo Trace. Let's grab a Glen. No freaking way! How did that even happen? I'm leaving that in. You guys get to know what it's like to be a whiskey tuber, because that was awful. let's go handy because it's similar proof. I can't even compare it because I spilled most of it on myself. What an abomination. This is the 2014 Thomas Handy. Much more spicy, much more herbal nose, and like harsher, despite the fact that I just poured this. Yeah, this is more like sweeter candy cherry. It still has that medicinal, not medicinal, sorry, that red licorice thing. Where this is more, they have some similarities, I will admit, but I don't think they're similar enough to be the same mash bill. So what do you guys think? I would definitely say that if you can find this at retail, it's a buy. It's 100% a buy because it is a really great whiskey. But I would say if you're paying anything close to secondary, don't. Because I would say Thomas Handy's are better. I would say in that price range, you could get 2 coils. That's a lot better. Thomas Handy is definitely better, but it is very good. And yeah, I believe this to be the same mash bill as this. What do you guys think? Tell me down below in the comments. Have you tried this yet? Did you like it? Is it as otherworldly as some people say? Do you think I'm crazy about saying that Buffalo Trace didn't make it? I really don't think they did. Yeah, why'd they hold on to it for 2 years? The company that doesn't ever do artificial scarcity, why would they hold on to it for 2 years? Anyway, drinking buddies, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you. Every time you guys like these videos, every time you guys subscribe to the channel, you make this thing possible. I'm gonna go wring my jacket out into a Glen and see what of the sample I can drink out of my coat here. Cheers. We'll see you on the next one.
I'm your drinking buddy.